Ladies and gentlemen, once again it is the Mason and Friends Show, featuring the Black Hand of Mike, aka El Transporte.
Yeah.
As well as the leader of the congregation, aka Mr. X.
One time for your mind, two time for your soul.
As well as off-camera, Alice of the Rickety Ship Crew.
Hi, guys.
Me, I'm Mason. These are my friends. Welcome to the Mason and Friends Show.
What's happening, y'all? What's good out there today?
A lot of y'all cooking out because it is Sunday, Memorial Day
Oh,
weekend.
yeah.
Yeah,
Get it
happy
in,
Memorial Day.
fire the grills up, get the smokers going, man. Throw
And
some
you
shit on the
seasoning
barbie.
this damn time, y'all.
Somebody's going to use it.
Oh, yeah, they gonna have that shit pumping. I mean, it's hot out there.
Yeah.
This is good grilling, smoking weather right now.
And the background music, I'm quite sure we've heard this on the show before.
Oh,
yeah.
I do this pretty regular. This one shows up every 40 or 50 episodes.
I know, but
Rocky
I done
III,
fucking forgot
suppose?
it. No, it's not Rocky 3.
This
This is
isn't
one
after
of
like
June's
the-
movies.
This is one that might get me a strike, but I'm not scared, YouTube. This isn't the Jews movie,
But doesn't he
but it's
pull this one
mad
up?
fucking smooth. No, that you ain't never seen this shit. He wouldn't
Yeah,
remember this
because
shit.
I remember talking about the smooth jazz beat before in the background. Mm-hmm. This
It
is a
is.
Quentin Tarantino joint.
It
isn't
is not. It is
Nah.
not. It is a Roman Polanski film.
Well, that I don't have it. I know I don't have it because I forgot it already.
This is a Jack Nicholson film with Faye Dunaway.
Yeah, we went through that too. I remember those.
It is Chinatown.
That's what it was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
because I
what
never
it was.
seen
That
it.
was-
Best movie ever made by a confirmed rapist.
Shit, damn.
Ouch.
Yeah, I mean, sorry, Roman.
I mean, it's true,
But,
is it
you
not?
know,
Sorry,
yeah.
not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry, Roman Polanski.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like I don't have much sympathy for you and the 13-year-old that you drugged and forced yourself on.
You know what? Speaking of
I
those
guess I have sympathy
motherfuckers,
for the 13-year-old that you
Yeah.
drugged and forced yourself on, but
Whatever happened to, what's her name? Galissi?
Giselle Ghislaine Maxwell.
Yeah, Ghislaine's old ass, man. Ain't
I
heard shit
don't
about her.
know.
Let me see what the fuck
She's on the
happened to that
low.
bitch is.
She's laying low. She's in protective custody, probably.
I want to know what the fuck happened. I need to know what popped off because there's so much shit about Amber Heard and Johnny Depp's bullshit.
Thankfully,
Like, nah,
that's ending.
is it though? Like,
Oh, that's the story that'll never end.
You know
we'll
what
be
I
hearing
mean?
about doo-doo in the bed forever.
like fucking Johnny Depp probably will come back as a Marvel character to get his career back going. Amber Heard's gonna fall off for like maybe 3 years and come back.
I think Amber Heard might be really kind of toast, man.
Nah, she's gonna have a movie where there's gonna be a sex scene and that's gonna blow the fuck up.
You think she's going to be like when Jessie from Saved by the Bell did
Showgirls? But she just after that she didn't have shit anywhere. So
Well, that's what I'm
And
saying. It's going to be like
Showgirls was garbage.
Showgirls was a really bad movie.
It was terrible.
like they're gonna need to have her in a good script, and I've only seen her act in Aquaman. You know what I mean? That's the only thing I've ever seen Amber Heard
and
in.
you know, no matter how good Aquaman is, I can't imagine it's like upper echelon acting.
It really was.
It really isn't
You know what I
because
mean? It's all green screen stuff, right? They're not
it's
actually.
broken up in whoever went to see the original, who went to see Aquaman in theaters, it's broken up in 4 different groups. 1, single women. 2,
Because of Jason Momoa.
yeah.
Yeah.
2, women with kids.
Okay.
3, comic book nerds.
Mm-hmm.
And 4, last but not least, gay men.
Because of Jason Momoa.
There you go.
Exactly. I mean, that's an obvious, clear. I mean,
Yeah.
we get it, ladies and gentlemen. We understand.
We
Yeah.
understand. And
You want to
speaking-
bang Jason Momoa? That's cool. I get it.
And
I want to bang
speaking
Emma
of
Watson.
movies-
I get it.
And speaking of movies, gotta give it up. Gotta give props to the late great Ray Liotta.
Oh,
Oh
absolutely.
yeah,
R.I.P. Ray Liotta.
You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
Goodfellas,
I don't know what movie I liked him
Field of Dreams.
better in.
Oh yeah, he was. He was the dad in Field of Dreams.
Yeah.
He was in Field of Dreams.
Yeah.
And
Field of
he
Dreams.
was-
He came out. He was the baseball player in Field of Dreams.
Well, but what? Oh, right, because he
he
was.
came out. It was like, am I in heaven?
He was the guy that he talked with the most, and then the dad showed up. At the
Yeah,
end. That's
yeah.
when you cry. Like you get crying when
Yeah.
they play
Yeah.
catch.
And he was also in a movie that I don't think any one of y'all have seen except me, Something Wild, with Jeff Bridges.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
That was an HBO movie. That was the mid-'80s.
Goodfellas.
he's
I
done
liked
some
him
cool
in
ones, man.
Goodfellas.
I liked him in Copland.
Yeah, I
Like,
liked him in Copland.
Copland's another good one, man.
Yeah, Ray Liotta has done some good work, man. I
Yeah, but
like
his
him.
best-known work as of late. Well, there's always going to be Goodfellas. I'm
Goodfellas.
surprised. that-
Goodfellas, yeah.
Plus, he was the dad in Blow. Speaking of Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
I
Yep,
did see
forgot
that. I did
one.
enjoy that one.
Yeah.
That was a good
Blow
movie.
was a good one.
Blow was a good one because he dropped some real knowledge. You know, money's not important, George. It just seems like it is.
Uh-huh.
Paul Rubens was in Blow, if I remember right.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Blow was a well-directed movie, too.
Blow was a lot of fun. That was a real good movie.
And you know that guy that it was about, he ended up dying like a few years back.
Yeah, I think he
passed
got out
away.
for a couple of years and then kicked the
I
bucket.
wonder if he ever found his daughter and talked to his daughter again. You know?
Probably not.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I ain't never read no shit on it, but, you know, it's a possibility.
It is a
No.
possibility.
On to the matters here.
Yeah, what do you got,
You
Trey?
may remember last week, to all those listening and watching, you may remember that I called Walmart to the front of the congregation. Well, the day after everything was said, Walmart pulls the Juneteenth ice cream off of the shelves.
Making it very, very limited of an edition.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
if you got some.
Yeah, did you try
keep
it? Did anybody try
I want to
it?
know
I ain't
like,
tried
who
it.
tried it.
Because the flavor was fucking red. This is what I want y'all to touch on, was red velvet and cheesecake. Who in the fuck said that those two flavors go together and that motherfucking black people would celebrate with red velvet and cheesecake?
Well-
you know?
Well, technically, red velvet was rooted in Southern cooking, which is mostly us black folks. Mostly, I could be wrong,
Yeah, we white folks from the South, we made food back in the
but
day,
then
too.
again, like cheesecake, I'm like, when I think cheesecake, I think the Golden Girls.
But
I can't, like,
Here's
I've never liked cheesecake at all, and I've never known anyone of any particular color that liked it. Like, people either, you know, some people eat it, but often people are like, no, I don't like that.
I
and it's
used
been,
to,
people of all colors have not
and
liked cheesecake.
now I don't fuck with it just because it fucks me up. But when I do, I try it and it doesn't taste like it used to me. You know what I mean? But what if they had like chicken and beer? I mean, not chicken and beer. Chicken and waffles. Chicken and waffles. Fucking ice cream. Or watermelon.
Watermelon flavored
But
ice cream.
I got another one for you. What if they did red Kool-Aid sherbet?
Oh,
But
good
like,
Lord.
here's the question though. Like, some of those things might be a good ice cream, right?
It could be.
Like a watermelon ice cream, it might be delicious.
It could be. But
It really
just
might.
like the chicken and waffles could be.
Could be delicious.
But it's the day they would release it.
Well, it would
You
all
see?
depend on how you do it. If you
Exactly.
just put it out
Yeah.
like, hey, it's first of the year, we got a few new
Boom.
ice cream flavors.
Yeah.
There's a chicken and waffles.
Because all right. So we got Pride Month coming up, right? Now, what
Right.
if they ended up releasing like a Rainbow Delight fucking ice cream with glitter? You know what I'm saying?
See, but,
Actually, they tried that at Walmart.
Oh shit, they did.
Yeah.
see, but what if they really mess up and they like put like Skittles into like an ice cream,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like, that could be all right, but it depends on the ice cream.
Rainbow
really does.
You
corners.
put it in
Yeah.
chocolate ice cream, motherfuckers are gonna get pissed off.
But see, this is we asking the gay community now, the LGBTQ community. Would y'all be offended when they Pride Month come out and these motherfucking companies start throwing shit out there to you? You know?
They already are.
Are they really?
Oh yeah.
Well,
It's-
yeah.
it goes like this.
Well, Ben and Jerry's has probably got it on point though, right?
Ben and Jerry's, no. But we're talking companies that go after the Pride dollar, if you will. Target is the top offender of that. Followed by Amazon, followed by T-Mobile, followed by Absolute, followed by Starbucks, followed by AT&T.
Well, that's capitalism is going to capitalize on whatever holiday's going to come up.
However-
you know what I mean?
Well, but that's also like the issue, right? Like, where is that line between respectful and just trying to cash in?
that's where I think that's where people get pissed off with capitalism, because it's not being respectful to the people that they're trying to target audience that they want to get the money from.
Right, which is why they kind of ought to not try, because there's no real good way to go about it.
It isn't without getting some backlash from it.
Well, because
Yeah.
like, what if like,
And Walmart caught a hell of a lot of backlash as a result.
well, I guess
I mean, hell, when they tried to do the African color packaging, like, bruh, come on,
That
man.
was just too much.
You tried to dashiki the motherfucking ice cream, man. Like,
You
all
can,
right.
wait, if I go in there on Juneteenth and I see anybody in Walmart wearing a dashiki, I'm act a fool.
Well, to each their own. There
I'm
might be
saying.
somebody that's rocking a
Somebody
dashiki.
might rock
Yeah,
that shit, you know what I mean?
It could be.
like, I'm good with whatever, man. Wear
And
whatever you like.
Speaking of Juneteenth, there actually is a Juneteenth festival going on in Warrenton, I believe, on the 18th.
Really?
Really?
Huh?
Huh. All right, I'm
Yeah.
about to look that up, see what they fucking
Let's go
popping
hand out a
off
couple
with.
cards or something.
See what they popping off with. Might
I'm
be
gonna have to
interesting
check that
see.
out.
But
Also,
like, what is like, you know, like there's 4th of July, right? So there's fireworks, and
Yeah.
there are things that people do on holidays. Like,
In
is there
all
something that
honesty,
is appropriate?
I have no idea. Have no clue.
You know what I mean?
Because I didn't
knows
find out
anymore?
about Juneteenth until
Right.
probably about 10, 15 years ago. You know what I mean? That was something that I never knew about.
Yeah, it's not something I really became aware of until just a few years
You know
back.
what I mean? So, because it's big, it's celebrated big down in Texas where it originated from, you know what I mean? Where it all really started, stemmed from.
Well, which kind of makes sense.
You know what I mean? So down there in Texas, they celebrated hard out there. They've been doing it, you know, since
for
fucking day one.
for years,
You know what I mean?
essentially.
So it's slowly done made its way to the federal level, and it's just for these motherfuckers in the feds to get paid on a fucking day.
Yeah.
Just another day to
Just
take off.
just another day for them motherfuckers to take off and get paid for. Say, hey, we got
Or
a day
if you're a
off work.
corporation, a way to cash in.
Well, but it's like a double whammy, right? We get a day off, and we get to make the black folks feel like we're doing something for them.
They put up that facade, like you know,
No.
like changing street names.
It's
and
like,
shit.
come on now. It's
Hey, we did something. We did that for you guys. Fuck you.
it's
man.
not really.
Fuck outta here with
I feel that
bullshit.
you're gaslighting.
Well, I feel
That's
like
However,
what it is. That's
getting
exactly
back,
what it is.
Getting back to how corporations exploit the LGBTQ community, 2 companies actually are doing us justice. Oreo is partnered with PFLAG. That, for those that don't know, that means Parents and Friends of Lesbians and Gays, for their packaging.
Now hold
They're
on. Let
working
me.
in.
I need to ask you this because if Oreo comes out with a rainbow, now you said the rainbow packaging is not a problem, but if they had a rainbow cookie, the cookie's all rainbow color and the cream's the rainbow color,
Would it be
would
offensive?
that be offensive to the gay community?
what if it was just a rainbow cream inside of the plain old chocolate chip, or the chocolate cookie, or the plain old,
or the vanilla, with the rainbow.
They just made the
with
cream.
The cream is
tastes
rainbow.
the same, but it looks rainbow.
Yeah. Is
don't
that
think it-
offensive?
I don't think it would be a problem. But then again, some
What if they
people
put a
might
unicorn on the package and shit? Like they really gayed it up. You
Some
know what I mean?
people-
That's best. That look. I'm
Like
just
a
trying.
unicorn farting rainbows.
How unicorns
I don't know. I just threw that shit out there. Like
homosexual.
I'm just trying to fucking. I don't know how to gay anything up. Like how
Right. You don't
how
know
the
how to,
company would gay it up.
you don't
So
know
this-
how to conceptualize it in an offensive or a non-offensive way. because
Exactly, I would be
we
the
don't really
guy-
fully grasp why it's offensive usually when it is.
So like the Juneteenth ice cream packaging was in the fucking dashiki color fucking packaging, right? So if you had a fucking gay Oreo fucking box and they put glitter and rainbows and had like a dude voguing on it, you know what I mean?
What if
I mean,
Wheaties?
normally things just display the pride flag during Pride Month.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what if they go to a different level with it? You know, I'm
What if
trying
they
to
take
find.
it,
I'm
like-
trying to find what the level is would be offensive for that package to not to be offensive to that community.
Well, I think it really depends. I mean, some of what you're describing sounds like a Lisa Frank book. So, I mean, I'm just saying, like,
Got a
some,
point there. Got a
some of
point
it
there.
doesn't sound like.
So a majority does not sound offensive, but to some it might be.
Right. Like,
Not to me.
Some people might not be
But if
cool
you're, like-
with that.
Some people might not be, but then some are.
Well, if people like to get offended by so many things, I think that it's kind of like you got to give a bit of credit for the effort. Like you made the thought, your execution may have been poor. Like
Yeah.
you kind of got to give Walmart credit for trying,
Yeah,
but you at the same
Walmart,
time got to
we
be
didn't
like,
ask for that.
But at the same time, you got to be like, Walmart, did you consult any black people about this?
Right.
Like,
I
but-
feel like you consulted people who consulted people who consulted black
Right, like
people.
I would be like, I would be like, all right, look, we're Walmart, and we're gonna talk to like a famous black person like Coretta Scott King or someone that's like,
Yeah.
you know, big in the community, and say, what is your favorite ice cream combination? And we're gonna make like
Yeah, but-
Coretta Scott King's favorite ice cream flavor or something
The
for
problem
Juneteenth
that I
or
had with
something.
that, I guess, in the boardroom, they were like, Juneteenth is coming, we need something. And Walmart jumped up and screamed, hold my Mountain Dew, and came up with that.
You said, "Oh my
Yeah,
God, dude."
yeah. I mean, it's very
No
poorly
disrespect
executed.
to those that drink Mountain Dew.
It's very
though.
poorly executed. That's really what the issue
It was
is.
like, y'all realize what's going to happen once this hits the internet, especially Black Twitter, because they're going to have a field day with this.
yeah, you know how people like to get mad, right? Like you're giving them a whole lot of space to
But
get
do
mad.
you know that?
But the companies think that they're actually doing
Well, right.
Yeah,
something
that's-
performative
yeah.
of like, look at this thing that I'm doing for this community.
Right, give me credit.
That's underrepresented. Give me credit.
And see, that goes-
And really, what they're doing is this very
Shooting themselves in the foot.
cheap ass thing that is
Right, it's
almost
inauthentic.
disrespectful.
Yeah.
Almost disrespectful and inauthentic because they're doing it for the credit
Right.
and nothing
Yeah.
else.
Not because they actually care.
Just
they don't
like
give a
just
shit.
like the changing of the names of streets and these statues and all that shit
Well,
coming.
I
It's
will
similar
say,
to
as
that
somebody who has participated in the renaming of places,
shit.
some of it comes from the fact that it's recognized that that's not representative of the people who are there now.
Yes, I get that.
So
Yeah,
at the,
times have changed
at
since
the very
Mm-hmm.
least, we're going to moving forward. It's just going to be the this place,
Right,
Yeah.
the square, not the Lee Square or the Grant Square or any of this kind of shit.
right? Like it's just going to be
But
this place.
this is what gets me with them when they're changing names and shit. Okay, like all right, down in Fredericksburg, all right, Jefferson Davis Highway. You know, Jefferson Davis was the head of the Confederacy down there.
And he was the president of the
Confederate, right? So they changed the name. They split it in two parts. One part is Patriot Highway. The other part is Emancipation Highway.
Yeah, see, that's the
That
stuff.
right there, that's like, yo, you ain't
Yeah.
gotta throw it down. All right, so you took it from a Confederacy and now you turn to,
See,
all right, we're
because-
empowering you because we gave you Emancipation Highway.
So do you think that it should be something that has nothing to do with it at all?
no, yeah, no,
Like, because that's kind of how I feel. Like,
just put
if we're gonna erase that part
Yeah.
of our history, because that's what it is.
why
You're
not
erasing
just
your part
say,
of your
you know,
history.
Fredericksburg,
Fredericksburg Highway,
Fredericksburg
or-
Highway, something like
or
that, some
whatever.
some basic bullshit. You know
Right,
what I mean?
right. I don't-
Route 642. It's
Right.
just a number.
Or better yet, Mason and French Show Highway.
now you're talking.
So
now you're talking.
Robert E. Lee High School in Fairfax County
Yep.
became John Lewis High School,
Yeah, okay.
and
Stonewall Jackson High School in Manassas
That's
became
called
Unity
Freedom.
Reed.
Yeah, I'm about to say it was. I know they changed that one too.
but they wanted to keep the school named after an individual.
Yeah, and I get that.
And so the school community voted and
came up with John Lewis.
and fielded from the broader community.
Yeah,
And they collectively came up with
John Lewis.
the late Senator John Lewis.
I understand that.
And so, like, collectively, that area has chosen that name going forward, and I think that it's representative of
The times are now.
that section of the county,
Fairfax.
of the county, and it's a good thing. Like, but that's allowing the community to speak for themselves.
Well, that's giving them the option to make the decision as to what the name they want.
Right,
But
right.
it's not like they gave them the option, do you want it to be John Lewis or do you want it to stay Stonewall Jackson? They're like, we're changing it from Stonewall Jackson so it can be this, this, or this, I guess? Is that how they went about it? Or
No,
do you
the
know what that process
community-
was?
I can't remember.
Or they
It's been a
threw
few
in,
years.
or they
Yeah.
threw in options, you know,
Right.
like the Redskin name, or
Well,
I
I
can't
just
say
like-
that.
It was less.
I can't say that.
It was
Sure you
Commander to
can. You
Washington.
say whatever you want.
Yeah.
Washington
no, it
Comanches.
was less structured than the search for a new name for the Washington Redskins.
Oh, and speaking of them fuckers,
Speaking
man.
of which, we need the Washington Commanders to come to the front of the congregation.
So here's the deal with that shit, man. So they bought the shit out there in Woodbridge, right?
Well, they put in, like, the bid for it. Like, they...
And now motherfuckers like,
not
nah, we
official.
don't want them down here because all the shit with Dan Snyder. And motherfuckers like, well, if Dan Snyder wasn't around,
Oh, yeah, the NFL's trying to get rid of them.
yo, I know they are.
Yeah.
There's too much shit going down.
Well, and that's the thing, right? Like,
and they
I
need
always
to know
thought...
what's going on because they need to see the rest of them emails.
I always felt like Dan Snyder was going to be like the only thing that the Redskins fans were going to like him about was hanging on to the name, and now that the name is gone, it's like,
Now
all
the
right,
name
bro.
is gone. It's like,
Now you got
gotta
nothing.
go.
You
But
got
see,
nothing, bro.
Dan
You
Snyder
got
never
nothing.
was, to me, wasn't a good.
Nobody's liked him ever.
Nobody ever.
But the only thing that made him good was that there was this time period where he was like, "No, we're not changing the name," and I'm like, "Yeah,
he's
I like the
"We're
name
not
of
gonna
my
do that.
football
We're
team."
We're gonna fight that, da da da.
Yeah.
But even still, like Redskins or Commanders, whoever the team in Washington, these motherfuckers, that's the team you go to if you want money. You want to get paid, you go there. It's like Death Row. You don't want us dancing all around your videos. You don't want us all in your business and hiding what you're doing. Come on to the Commanders. You want to get paid like Haynesworth.
My problem is...
Took a knee and got paid all that money, taking a
Yeah.
knee in the end zone. You big motherfucker.
That was some bullshit. The Albert Haynesworth years, where it was like, I wish I could get paid to do
I
fucking
could do
nothing.
exactly
nothing.
what that motherfucker did. I could done
$100
it
million
more.
and you did nothing.
And he took a knee in the fucking end zone because his fat ass was fucking tired, but got paid.
Well, like that game
Bang.
where he fell down and they had the footage of him and he looked up and then he
Yeah.
just looked
and
back
look,
down and kept laying there.
Like, fuck. Yeah, I could do that. I could go walk on the field and do like what did you be talking about? Some Marky Mark shit. You know what I mean? And get paid with the Commanders right now. I've been thinking about just going to the practice field and
at
be
the same
standing
time,
there.
I was like, why are y'all trying to put a stadium in, of all places, Woodbridge?
Now, see, here's
y'all
the thing.
are in Washington. Y'all should stay in Washington.
I heard a good point. Somebody was saying that to the south, there's nothing all the way to Carolina, and there are people that come up from North Carolina to see Redskins games.
But see, I don't think the traffic is going to be as much like the foot traffic of North Carolina and people in Virginia that's going to be able to support the team enough, because the cats in Maryland, they're already bitching about driving so far.
Exactly.
But then I'm like, yo, have you ever thought about the cats in Virginia driving all the way to fuck up to Maryland?
Right, but that's the thing,
You know
right?
what I mean?
The Virginianers
If I'm not mistaken, the stadium currently is in Landover.
Yeah, it's in Landover, Maryland.
But the people from Virginia are going to go there, but if you move the stadium to Virginia, the people from Maryland are not necessarily, because they've got Baltimore.
Yeah, exactly.
There's Philly, there's Pittsburgh, there's a lot of teams that people in Maryland can associate
When I
with.
went to fucking Philly, coming out of Philly, man, all the stadiums right there that are in,
They're
where was
right
that?
there at the edge.
They're all there.
Right at the edge of the town.
Baseball, the fucking
on Broad.
football, and the goddamn hockey arena. They're all in the same, like, you could walk to all three of them. They're so close.
They share parking.
Yeah. Like, you could go to
Which is wise.
which is crazy. I'm like, yo, that's smart. I never knew that, because I ain't never been up to that way in Philly. Like, I've been on the outskirts of PA, but I ain't never been in the heart of fucking Philly.
It's beautiful up
Which
there.
I thought. Now, here's the thing. Everybody kept telling me how dirty Philly was, and how fucking
Philadelphia.
and how fucking pissy the people are. Right? Didn't have that
that's San
problem.
Francisco.
Didn't have that problem with nobody out
Yeah,
there.
you gotta
Bitch,
put
man.
It's
San
also like
Francisco
people
is
talk
pretty-
about the Jersey Shore being gross. Those people probably have actually not ever been on the actual
Yeah, shore
Jersey
itself.
Shore.
Now, have you?
So
Well,
that's fine. Those people can keep those
Well,
beliefs
but those
and
are
not
the
go
same
to those
people
places.
that hate on
and,
West Virginia. They've never been to West Virginia.
and I will go to the places, and I still call it Filthydelphia, and I go there.
So yeah, like when we went up there, man, it was just crazy, because the place we went to, the Marriott that we went to, man, I only had a queen room. So when we got there, they were like, look, we got too many people on this side of the hotel. We're going to upgrade you to this king suite. And I'm like, hold on, wait. How much is it? She said it's free. I'm like, whoa, you telling me I get a free upgrade? Bitch, go ahead, let's get this done. Let's make it happen. You know what I mean?
Damn right.
Got the free upgrade. Found out that we were right next to the regional terminal market, like this big giant.
Reading Terminal Market.
That's it, Reading Terminal Market. That is it. Man, this motherfucking place is huge, like a big giant goddamn bodega type situation where you can buy all kinds of fresh food. Plus, they got little fucking businesses in there.
So it's like a food court mall kind of thing.
Yeah.
Bro, this shit, that's all it is. You know what I mean? This motherfucking shit was tight as fuck in that motherfucker, man. And we're 1 block away. We go down outside the hotel, go across the street, boom, we're there.
Nice.
Maggiano's is right across the street, boom, we was there. You know what I mean? We went to the Harry Potter shit, that was cool, you know what I mean? Like, we had a great time up in Philly. Even going up there, like, it took me 5.5 hours to get up there, because we left Friday at like 1.
Yeah, Philly's a hike.
Or 12. You know what I mean?
that's a half a day for me.
But I met this cat in Jersey, right? We go to Jersey, we stopped at the rest area in Jersey when he was talking about Jersey and shit, people talking about how dirty it is. So we stop up there, in Jersey at the rest area, right? I'm looking for the building that got the restrooms, and there is no building with restrooms. There's a building that got snack machines in it, but then they got Don John sitting outside, and this old dude is going the fuck off. I mean, he is having a fucking fit. He's like, man, this is bullshit. What the fuck is going on out here? I'm like, huh? And I'm looking at him. He's like, you see this shit? Fucking Don John's. I said, yeah. He goes, did you see the shit back here in Delaware? I said, yeah, the rest area in Delaware, yeah, I saw some big ass like giant market, fucking looked like it had fucking places you can go in there and shop and eat and all. He's like, yeah, fucking beautiful, welcoming. You get here to fucking Jersey and this is what the fuck you get right here. I'm like, okay, I'm not from around here, so I don't fucking know. You know what I mean? I just got to piss real bad. You know what I mean? I got my hand sanitizer, I got all that. I'm good. You know what I mean?
So you're literally peeing in a fucking porta-john.
Yeah, they had like fucking 8 or 9 porta-johns set up outside, right? So I'm going back to the car, and these old women get out the car, and this old dude is still out there talking shit. And he's like, hey, ladies, look, ladies, I don't think y'all want to go here. It's Johnny on the spot, right? And they're like, oh my God, really? And he's like, yes, it fucking is. He goes, you can thank your mayor for that shit. And I'm like, man, I don't even think they from around here, bruh. We don't know who the fucking mayor is out this bitch, you know what I'm saying?
This is really how this guy's spending his time at the
Bruh, this dude was going off the entire time we was there, y'all. Like, he was mad as fuck, y'all. Like, this one brother gets there, and he was walking up, man, stone-faced like a motherfucker, walking to the John Johns. I'm like, man, this motherfucker must really got to go or something, right? The first one he opens up, he said, man, fuck no. It turns around, old dude was like, see, I told you, welcome to New Jersey. I'm like, damn, it's like that out this motherfucker, man. Like, yeah, we going to PA, so I don't know what the fuck y'all got going on out here, but we like 20 minutes away from our spot. We just gonna hike it on up the fucking road, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Took me 3.5 hours to get back, though. We was getting it. We was scooting down the road, because it took me a different way than I went into Philly, out of Philly.
We need to get you a microphone and a recorder so you can interview these people when you see
Bro,
what's
the
going on.
people
Sir,
I
can you
met
tell
out
me
there.
why you are so mad?
Like, this dude was pissed off. Like,
the mad rappers hanging out at the fucking Porta Johns in Jersey.
He literally
like, I'm gonna tell you why I'm so mad. I'm gonna tell you why I'm so mad.
He was literally heartbroken, disappointed. He's like, I'm disappointed in my state. He really said he was disappointed in his state because they had Don Johns at the rest area, not actual bathrooms. This dude was genuinely heartbroken and pissed off with this shit.
Like he felt bad for the people that were passing through his state.
Yeah,
like, this is how bad my state is.
Exactly. That's exactly
I'm
how
so
it was.
sorry.
Yeah, that he was basically, yeah. That's exactly it.
I'm so sorry my tax dollars have failed you, and you are now going to have to pee in a crappy Porta John and not a actual brick and mortar bathroom with a door on it.
Right there. That's exactly it, man.
I mean, I never realized how good we got it in Virginia. I go to the Porta Johns, I go to the bathroom at the rest stop, and it's brick. They've got vending machines, there's like, it's better than just like a hose with the holes poked in it over the hole in the ground, you know what I mean? Where like the trough urinals, like it's always nicer than that. It's like there's like a seat, you can go sit down and take a shit, or you could go use the urinal, wash your hands, like, maybe Virginia really is way better than I was giving it credit for. If that guy is feeling so bad in Jersey.
Depending on where you're stopped.
That's true.
Right.
That's for sure.
That's also true.
And some of the ladies' sides leave a whole lot to be desired.
I'm sure about that. Bathrooms are rough.
We stopped at a couple places up in that Reading terminal, man, and I'm telling you, the best chicken and waffles I ever had out this motherfucker place, man. Fucking, I don't even eat chicken thighs, but these motherfuckers was done up so fucking good. I fucked all that shit up.
They got the thighs like you like them.
Bro, that's just it. I don't even eat the thighs. I'm a breast man, yo. I like the breast. I like the chicken titty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, white meat's killing it.
But man, these motherfucking thighs was on point. The fucking greens was like my grandma's greens. I ain't tasted greens since my grandma stopped cooking them like that, man. Like, I haven't tasted shit like that in fucking decades, you know what I mean?
Wow.
I said, holy shit. Okay, cool.
This is Philly giving you collards.
Yes.
Wow.
This was some down south cooking. And then we met this lady. So we met this lady at this cookie shop out there, right? And there was no rhyme or reason to the line to this cookie shop, you know what I'm saying? And she was like, I'm sorry to cut in front of you. And fucking Doc Verboten was like, no, ma'am, you're okay. And she looked at us. She goes, you're not from around here, are you? And I said, no, ma'am, we're not. She goes, you know how I knew y'all was from the South? I said, how? She goes, because you said no, ma'am. I said, okay. She goes, I miss that so much up here. Nobody has manners. I'm like, damn, it's that bad out this motherfucker? Like, what in the fuck? Y'all don't have, like, respect?
I'm gonna have to go up to Philly.
Bruh.
But y'all gonna have to give me, like, the microphone and the camera.
we gotta send you.
I'm
go
telling
there
you, man, it was crazy because I was talking to that lady and she was like, she was, like,
You'll love it.
She said, you'll love it. Because, bruh, that community out there is strong.
Always.
That is a strong community out there, man. You know what I mean?
Y'all got me thinking of like the guy with the camera and the microphone, because if I was going to, I think the Capitol Pride, which is June 11th for anybody that's going, I would have had it for that.
That'd be dope.
Philly was actually not, and people didn't start turning into assholes until Sunday. And I understood why they were being assholes on Sunday. Because the weekend's over. They all got to go back to work. Everybody's got to fucking leave and do this drive and traffic and all. Everybody was already having a headache. Like, I don't want to do this shit. I don't want to go back to reality. Had a nice ass weekend. So I accepted everybody being a dick that day because I knew what they were going through. Because I was like, man, I took off the following day because I knew that I would be like that if I didn't. You know what I mean? So I accepted everybody's assholery on Sunday, coming back down the road. You know what I mean? Had a good time, great food, great people that I met, man. Talked to a lot of people out there. Like this girl, so I thought she was a girl. Like, I thought she was a little kid, but she was just a short woman. Okay, I'm at the Harry Potter thing.
She's been dealing with that shit her whole life. She's trying to flirt with some man, and he's like, where are your parents at? And she's
look, and the reason I thought that she was a little girl was because of her reaction to what I did when I was in this Harry Potter exhibit. So there was this exhibit with this big goblet, right?
So wait, so you went to Philly with your old lady to go to a Harry Potter thing?
Yeah, I bought it for her for Christmas because she's a big Harry Potter fan. Like how I am with Marvel, she is like that with Harry Potter. You know what I mean? So we went up there, we're in this motherfucking place, and there's this big goblet, you know what I mean? It's called
it's a goblet with no fire? Was it the goblet of fire?
Yeah, that's what it's called. Yeah, that's what it's called. So I fucking told my girl, I said, oh, baby, look at this big ass Pimp Cup, you know what I mean? Get a picture of me with the Pimp Cup, right?
Let me get this goblet of fire.
So this woman that I thought was a little girl looks at me and she goes, no. I'm like, huh? And she goes, it is this.
This is the goblet of fire,
She tells me exactly what it is. She's like, you put your name in this motherfucking
this
goblet.
This is the thing that got Cedric Diggory killed.
It catches on fire, your name comes out, and you get picked to do this. I mean, she gives me the whole breakdown. I'm like, oh, my bad. You're one of them.
No, it was like,
You're one of them.
It was a contest thing. You put your name in it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, she broke it down. The whole fucking thing she broke down in front of me when I told her this was a Pimp Cup, right? So I was
Any other person would have looked at her and said, shut up, bitch.
Nah,
bitch, you don't know what you're talking about.
These were all Harry Potter fanatics. So, man,
this is a Pimp Cup.
I'm having fun because I'm laughing at it, you know what I mean? Because it's funny to me because I'm like, you're a diehard fan. I commend you for that. But I'm just out here bullshitting, like taking pictures with some shit right now. I'm doing this for my lady because she enjoys this and she's loving this shit. So as long as she happy, we good. You know what I mean? So I tell my girl, I said, baby, take a picture of me, like act like I'm drinking out the Pimp Cup, like I'm gonna pick this motherfucker up, right? And the little girl goes, or woman goes, she storms and walks off like she stomps off, and I'm like, I don't know why you mad at me. Enjoy your experience here. I'm doing this shit so I can enjoy this experience. I don't know too much about this. I've seen all the movies, you know what I'm saying, but I never read the books. Like, that wasn't my niche right there.
Yeah, I wasn't going to take the time to read Harry Potter books, but I watched the movies.
Yeah, so, but it was a good time. It was a good experience. But everybody up in there, man, they was like...
They're diehards.
Bruh, they had shirts. You had people dressed up. You had these girls. There was 3 of these bitches, right? They was in front of us at, like, a couple of these exhibits. And they had a whole production team. Like... These shorties was taking the camera angles from the bottom to the top, scrolling, had a professional photographer taking pictures of them. I'm like, what in the fuck? Like, y'all must got bad
Just
followers.
hanging out with the goblet of fire?
Every exhibit was interactive. You could interact with everything up there. They had, because you got in there and you picked your house or whatever that you belonged to, and then you went through, you had to pick a wand. You did all this interactive shit with everything that was up in there.
And your Alakazam and stuff and all that jazz.
Well, you hit the buttons and you do all this shit. You're mixing potions and making spells. You go through go through the process of like
Did Das verboten enjoy herself?
She did. She enjoyed herself. Great deal. That was like her best day ever. She was loving every last bit of this shit.
All right, cool. Though. That's what matters.
You know what I mean?
That matters.
That's it. Yeah, I'm up in this motherfucker. I'm having a good time my damn self. Like, I'm like, we can have fun with this shit.
And you got to enjoy it your way too.
Yeah, because I'm talking shit to people up in there.
I want to look like I'm trying to drink out of the goblet of fire.
Yeah.
Please
like,
help me take that picture.
Is this Pimp Cup goblet of fire gonna make my throat burn when I drink
like
this?
I'm talking shit to all these people up there. Like, we're just having a good time. I'm just interacting with everybody because I'm like, fuck it. We're having a good time, and I'm talking to these people.
Did you promote the show to anybody?
Yeah, the people at the fucking market end up there, man. Like this one dude. Matter of fact, the dude that we went to get scanned in. I had the Mason and Fresho shirt on, and fucking, I said,
nice, man.
He goes, you got the fucking VIP pass. I'm like, yeah, man. He's like, man, but my shit's not scanned on the phone. He's like, I see that you got it. It's all good. And I said, yeah, I got 2 of these joints, right? He goes, oh, you ain't from around here, are you? I said, nah, man. And I said, nah, man. He goes, oh, you from the South? Damn, yeah, so yeah, where we come from, we say, we want a sweet tea. We don't ask, is the tea sweetened? That's not what we do. Yeah, he just lost it, right? He's laughing. I said, well, you're going to get a kick out of, gave him a card, right? Went to this one spot, I can't remember where I was in the fucking bakery at the hotel where we was at. Had the shirt on, and the girl kept eyeballing the shirt. I was like, you like the shirt? She's like, yeah. She was foreign, so she didn't know who it was. And I explained to her who it was, and then I gave her a card. Well, the next day, right before we left that Sunday, I went back down there, and there's this brother behind the counter, and he's eyeballing me, and I had the shirt on. I had the other shirt on. He was like, yo, you got Gonzo on your shirt? I said, yeah, man. I said, here, check this out. It's Mason French. This is what we do. He was like, oh, shit, it's a podcast? He was like, man, I listen to these motherfuckers all day. I said, bet. Check us the fuck out. So the girl that I gave the card to the day before, she comes down, and he's telling her, because she's looking at the shirt again. She's like, it's a different one. I said, yeah, I got plenty of these. You know what I mean? And she's like, he's telling her, he's like, that's a Muppet, and this is what they did, and da-da-da-da. And he's breaking it down to her, trying to get her to understand who Gonzo is.
It's a Hunter S. Thompson homage.
Yeah, because
who came up with Gonzo journalism, which was like kind of like a journalism that's sort of based in reality halfway, but also based in sort of hallucinations and making shit up.
But
to tell
a
your
lot
stories.
of people that day I was wearing it, I was like, because I know I'm being Philly, people are gonna look and wonder. So I'm like, as soon as I catch that eye, I already know I got you.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? I see you looking. So here you go, like the dude that fucking our server at the hotel when we got dinner that first night. I ran into him because I was sitting there at the bar waiting on Dust Verboten to come back downstairs. So I'm sitting at the bar chilling. He comes up, he's talking to me, he's like, yo man, I'm digging the shirt. I was like, oh, so you know who it is? He's like, yeah. Here, check this out then. He was like, all right, cool, I definitely will. No problem. I'm hollering at everybody, bro. This is what the fuck I do. I'm a social person.
One man street team.
Goddamn
Yeah,
right.
pretty much. Like, I talk to everybody. I have no problem having a conversation with anyone. You know what I mean? As long as you want to have a conversation.
Right.
Like, I'll look at you, say what's up, and if you want to talk, we can talk. You know what I mean? That's just how I roll with it. Yeah, I've always been that way.
Absolutely.
Like, even people on my route. I got people on my route that listen to the show.
Hell yeah.
what I
Shout
mean?
out to everybody on the route.
And they're like, yo, y'all motherfuckers are stupid. Like, matter of fact, fucking old cuz, appreciate you cuz, talking about you, Matt, fucking was talking to him today. He said, man, I listened to a couple episodes. He goes, y'all are stupid, man. I love it. Y'all make me laugh. Da, 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 da. I was like, that's what's up, my man. He also, that clone went to him.
Oh, shout out.
Yep. So, yeah.
So you want me to tell at least 3 more people about that motherfucking show? You know what I'm saying? That's all I ask.
Look, he already said, he goes, man, because I told him about Nova Hemp. Shout out Nova Hemp, local joint. And I told him how they had to grow stuff up there. He goes, really? He goes, man, I'll go up there and tell him I found this place up because of y'all. He goes, I'll definitely promote the fuck out of the show. I said, appreciate you, cuz.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Hell yeah. Well, things are cracking pretty good with the show at this point. I feel like we're moving the ball in the right direction.
Like having family and friends that really support it, that go out there and support us. I love all that shit, man. Especially even the people that we just run into, just randomly talk to, support the shit and look out. You know what I mean? Like, that's just love right there. That feels good that they listen and like.
Yeah, it's nice when people comment about stuff.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, look at that. You did
Yeah, I'm
listen.
always curious about feedback from the show, about the show at least.
Well, because, I feel like we, most of the time we're just having a good time, but, sometimes we get into some pretty good topics.
Hold on. Did you hear about the bodies that was found in Lake Mead because of the drought?
What?
Bodies are being found in Lake Mead because the water level is dropping. So now they're finding bodies. These bodies were put in barrels. So they're like, these were from the mob. The mob used to kill people and put them in barrels and drop them in Lake Mead. So now because the water level's so low, these bodies are starting to fucking come about. They're starting to find these bodies.
Wow.
And I guess because they put them in barrels, they're like,
They can still tell who it is.
yeah. And I'm like, holy shit, is this real? So I looked the shit up. It was on the news. They was talking about, you can see where the water level used to be at in Lake Mead and how it's just dropped over the years. And they're like, oh.
And this is in Philly?
Nah, Lake Mead is in
Vegas.
yeah.
The
Yeah.
Western.
I'm looking at it right now. Bodies pulled from parched Lake
Yeah,
Mead.
and they're saying there's going to be more bodies found because of the drop that the water keeps on.
Yeah,
The water
residing.
table is just continuing
Yeah.
to
So they're like,
dissipate.
how many more bodies are we going to find? They're like,
You're going to find a lot of them.
Dude, there's holes all over the desert, man. The mafia started the Vegas back in the day, and that's what they were doing, man. Like, this was
it's
mafia territory
it's
for a long
documented.
time. Yeah.
It's documented.
Yeah, that shit in
They might find Hoffa.
they're not gonna find
They're
him.
not-
Hoffa might have been dropped into Lake Mead, man. You don't know.
They're not gonna pull him out of
They're
that.
not gonna find him.
They burned him up in one of those incineries in
You think they burned him
Detroit.
up? I was
think they
trying to
burned
think
him
they
up.
might
and
have
then-
fed him to some pigs.
I think
I
they
was
burned him
thinking
up.
they Fargoed him.
Yeah,
that's another good one.
yeah.
Fertilize the ground. Yeah.
Did you also hear about the fucking second Earth shit?
Second Earth. We found another planet that's like
No, this is here. There was like a hole in China, a cave in China or something that was like, I don't know how many meters down.
shut up. They found like the whole like the
The lost world.
the center of the center of the Earth
Fucking
shit.
trees and all kinds of shit. They're trying to figure out what kind of species and stuff. Who now? My question
Shut up.
is,
There are trees growing underground somewhere?
Yes.
No, there was
Shut up.
there was
that's
a large,
a giant hole. Yeah.
there was an extremely large,
Sinkhole?
yes, I was going to say scientifically significantly large.
Yeah.
And this is in
sinkhole
China? Sinkhole in China?
Yes.
That collapsed,
And
With
they
a
found-
forest inside.
and
Yeah.
Found in China.
Yeah.
and so they finally were able to get down into the sinkhole, and because they've never gotten down inside of it because of the size of it.
Giant karst sinkhole, also called a taking, has plants growing at the bottom in a Loloquayan village of Wangzhen County in central China's Hubei province. This is not the sinkhole discovered. Okay. That's some wild shit. Deep enough to swallow the St. Louis Archway.
That's a deep hole.
Yeah.
That's no walls.
Shut up, Mike.
You knew it was going to happen.
Always got to take it
Somewhere
back.
I gotta throw it in.
My big old, that's like a
You
booty.
knew
My
it.
big old foot could fall in.
Yeah, look, I haven't said nothing, so there it is. There it is for you, ladies and gentlemen. Gotcha.
Man,
Y'all
oh,
already
man.
know how this goes.
But yeah, so now we got a second Earth.
Yeah, like all that journey to the center of the earth
So
shit.
now I want to know if there's a second Earth crew out there like there is for Flat Earth. Are there
Well,
second
it
Earth
sounds like
fanatics?
second earth is a little more tangible than flat earth, since there's an actual sinkhole with a forest growing inside of it.
Now if,
Makes sense.
they got other
Makes
Us's
sense.
like what's his name, like Jordan Peele's movie Us, where these other motherfucking versions of us come out and kill us.
Oh, like you think like that's like some sort of like wormhole plateau?
You never know.
walk
Shit could
in
be
and-
like that, man. We don't know what's popping off.
I mean, Mike, there's certain elements
There's
to what
so
you
much
say.
shit to it because the sci-fi that we grew up with, a lot of that shit has now come to fruition.
Some
Like,
stuff has.
look at the Jetsons. All right, we all thought we were gonna have flying cars. We don't have flying cars, and we don't have the little pills.
But we
that
do have
eat
these
that turn-
screens that we can talk
But
to
we
each
can
other
talk
on.
to each other on screens, no
We do have
problem.
that.
We got robots cleaning our fucking houses. You know what I mean? It ain't rosy, but it's.
But we do have a Rosie that'll bang us now.
Oh,
Who gets
yeah,
you
I forgot.
fucking like
You
they
can
got
get-
like robotic
yeah.
like real
You
dolls
see
and
the
all
one
this
that
shit.
slapped the bitch, the Chinese bitch that slapped the robot's ass because it was like, oh look at this pow, she smacked the ass. I'm like, damn bitch, that's a robot.
Well, like things are just getting crazier and crazier because like we're creating these things that we could just go into virtual reality and do. Like I heard that they do have like a sex machine that you can like virtual reality with now.
Oh, I guarantee it.
I'm sure it's too much money.
So
it hasn't
how many
reached.
lonely people will be buying that?
Dude, that's the thing that's going to change the world.
Yeah, because remember we already
That might
said
be
this.
the thing, because it's the incels or the motherfuckers that are ruining the world. So
We
it might
already
be.
said that fucking sex is going to be obsolete. Sex is
Yeah.
not even going to be a fucking thing to worry about anymore.
Well, because you're going to be able to put in yourself into like whatever scenario you want. You're going to be able to script
yeah.
it. You're going to be like, I want this to happen and then that to happen.
Like,
and then,
what was that scene on
then
Star
Reba
Trek? I know
McEntire.
you've
Then I
seen
want
this-
Reba McEntire to come through the bathroom door. You know?
I know you've seen the Star Trek episode where the dude was obsessed with the fucking hologram room, where he was only on there for like that one mission. He kept fucking up because he was always late. He wasn't doing right.
Yeah,
he was
yeah,
working
Barkley.
with that's it, Barkley.
Barkley was
Yep.
always late because he was always getting caught up in there because it was the only he didn't know how to socialize.
Yeah,
So
he
would-
was an incel.
He was an incel.
Yeah.
And he would go to the holodeck and he would hang out with the people from the Enterprise in like alternative scenarios.
versions of them.
So they would go to the holodeck and there would be like Three Musketeers
Yep.
setting going on, and he would be like swashbuckling all of like the main officers
And then
kicking
what's
their
her
asses.
name was Dana was the
Yeah,
fucking
the-
like the goddess of love and all that shit.
Exactly.
And the redhead chick was fucking his love interest.
Yeah. He was banging both of the hotties Both of the hotties in the holodeck.
I'm like,
you know?
damn.
Yeah.
This man, and even Data was, not Data, but Forge was like, yo, man, look, I've had my stint in there. I've been addicted to this before.
I've been there, but you gotta chill
But
out.
you gotta
with
stop this shit, man. Like, you fucking up, man. You fucking up the whole program. We try to get shit done.
See,
here.
I think that might have been the one. That was a really good one where there was an entity from another universe that was not able to properly communicate with us, but like found a way to do so by having a whole bunch of knowledge put into Barclay's head, and then Barclay went and got on the holodeck and was talking to a holodeck simulation of Albert Einstein, and they conceived this theory of what they were dealing with and figured out all this shit, and then this giant head appears on the bridge, and it's like this alien that they've now like figured out how to like make him FaceTime with them, and they're communicating with this alien species that they've never met before.
Yep.
And then they took the knowledge away from Barclay, and he's like, I remember doing it, but I don't know how I did it.
See, look at that.
Yeah, I know
shit.
that one. See, this Star Trek knowledge is mad deep, son. I got a problem.
But see, I knew you would know the reference as soon as I said it. You know what I mean? I was like, he basically don't understand this joint here, and he can explain to the listeners and the viewers.
That's right. If you're viewing us, we appreciate you. We're on Rumble and YouTube.
Yep. But I was like, man, a lot of the shit from these sci-fi movies are now like being really put to fruition now,
dude.
Which is
to
crazy.
some degree, some people are also saying like things that were said on The Simpsons actually are now happening.
Well, but there's a theory about that because the Simpsons put so much stuff out that like they have to get something right because they're guessing about so much
And
shit.
see, this is what I'm guessing with us, because imagine all the shit we done put out.
No, there's something to that.
That's gonna come to fruition. You know what I mean? So much shit that we done put out here right now.
And they're gonna not respect our hashtag copyright that we said right after trademark
But
pending.
we got a trail. We got the receipts, like people like to say. We got
some
the
receipts.
receipts that we done
So
put this shit out.
There's some arguments that can be made. I think that, sooner rather than later, one should probably
actually trademark some of these things.
do the things for the real viable ones. But
Because if somebody comes up with that rolling strip club with the daycare in the back,
we would be mad.
yeah, you would lose out.
Yeah.
especially a certain somebody who is not here with us right now,
He wouldn't even notice.
I don't think so.
That's the great thing about the Jew unit. Like he won't notice. Like we can do
For
stuff.
instance,
and
like
he
I've
won't
talked
notice.
about any and everything from trying to get with Anderson Cooper to whipping James Corden's ass. Think of one of those two things actually happened.
I would love it
Either
because I would come on here and I would
the
be like,
cover of People magazine, or I'm going to jail.
you'd be a cover model on Crime Times. That way. You know what I'm
He said
saying?
cover model on Crime Time. That's a good one.
Trace
Mason and French show on the cover of Crime
The
Times.
headline would say, "And I do it again, and I do it again."
Like, you know what? I've never had that
Speaking
level.
of celebrities, I have yet to see the new Top Gun movie.
Well, we're about out of time. We should probably bring Top Gun up next episode.
Yeah,
because I
that's
know you
probably
wanted
best.
to get to that with the congregation.
I'll eventually watch that sometime this weekend.
I want to see it
have
too.
watched some shit while I was.
Did you see Event Horizon?
No, because
I
you
think
said
we
you wanted
almost
to
ought
watch
to do
it
that
together.
shit as like a group.
Yeah, because the
That
way.
one was wild. I saw that one.
See, the way I was talking about.
It's
See, that's
scary,
what I'm saying.
right?
It was like,
Is it disturbing or scary?
it
Yes.
was just like
I think it's both.
edge of your seat, like.
See, I fuck with shit like that.
Mike, I think there's a level of disturbance that like
I don't think there's a
you're-
level that I can get to that's gonna fuck me up.
There's a scene where like there's just some shit. I don't even want to give it away because I do really like the movie.
I want to see this motherfucker.
And it's one of the rare ones that's
I haven't
ever
seen it, so-
actually scared me. Like it really did scare me.
Cause see, that's just it. I haven't had a movie that scared me in a long time. Like my girl said something about is it Hereditary? And she said that's a fucked up one. She said, man, a lot of people that I've talked to about this movie said they couldn't get through it.
Which movie?
Hereditary.
Hereditary.
Yeah, I've seen the trailer for it, but I haven't actually seen the movie. I said, all right, that's going to be another one I put on the list of shit to watch because I want to see how fucked up these things are so I can give my opinion to it because I got some fucked up shit in the head anyway, so I'm like, I can deal with shit like that, you know what I mean? I don't get too disturbed. The only thing that really fucks me up is when motherfuckers do shit to kids in movies. That's what bothers me because then I get pissed.
One of these main characters looks like it's a kid in Hereditary, so maybe that's some shit that you're going to have a hard time with. But I think that, like we had spoken about doing the movie companion stuff, I think that doing
I think that's one right there because I want to see this motherfucker. I do.
For
That's
Event
something
Horizon.
that we can at least jump on now that we have cameras and
Yeah.
whatnot.
I think we should.
Oh yeah, that's
Well, because
right.
we had cameras, but we got
did,
more.
But now we got more. We got the
Plus, it's
setup.
popping. I know how to make it pop.
Okay.
And we could probably do like a full companion piece and just like a cut-up version, like a shortened version that's sort of like a review and like a full companion piece too.
That sounds like it'll work.
That would be interesting because, like, I think that the key to doing the companion piece with the movies is watching something that at the very least one of us has not seen.
Yeah.
So that, like, when you're sitting there going, "Yo," I'm like, "Yeah, no, I told you, motherfucker."
Yeah, I told you.
You know what I mean?
Is that fucking with you? Is that
Here they
fucking
go.
with you yet?
Here they go.
Yeah.
Like, because Event Horizon to me is like literally the only movie that ever really like did scare me. That
And
was
see,
trying
the only
to.
other part with that
Oh, it
is,
gave me the heebie-jeebies for fucking sure, but
See-
like I don't do scary movies,
That's
and
the other
I
thing.
found
You
this
can't
one
fuck
to
with
be
them either.
like
The Man is a
disturbing
scary
and
movie. Come on now.
suspenseful.
Oh, yeah, it
but,
is.
But like, it's not one that I would be like.
that's it.
It's not like slasher.
Yeah, it's suspenseful.
No, it's psychological.
Yeah,
It's a
see, and I like
psychological thriller horror film.
Again, another shout out to Ray Liotta because he was in Identity, and I liked Identity. Identity was a good suspenseful thriller too. If you get a chance, check that joint out.
Yeah, double shout out to Ray Liotta, man. Yeah, that sucks, bro.
I mean, it is the times though, because like a lot of our fucking models that we like, man, they're gonna end up dying
Oh, yeah,
off.
absolutely.
Yeah.
People die, man.
I mean,
It
that
happens.
just it's part of life, circle of life. You know what I mean? that is what it is, unfortunately. Like one day we all gonna have to go.
Yep.
You know, it's a part of it. But we're leaving our stamp on the world, just like Ray Liotta did.
That's what we're doing right here, man. Over 500 hours of content now available for you to peruse your way through auditorily.
Yes.
And eventually, when we do hit HBO,
Absolutely. Then I'm going to
Speak it
be able to
into
pay
existence.
somebody to mix these videos instead of having to sit down and do it my damn self.
Delegated.
I'm getting good at it, though.
yeah.
Like, I am.
if Bill Maher leaves television, that at least leaves open a lane.
Dude, that would be such a great show.
Or if
Because if we did 2 or 3, 4 of us, and then had like a guest that we brought in and like did like a Bill Maher kind of conversation piece
Yeah.
with, like, what's your deal? What are you about? And, you know, that could be an
or
interesting
if Joe
thing.
Rogan ever leaves Spotify, which won't happen.
Nah, that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, he ain't going.
But there's a lane. I think
$100 million, you ain't going
I
nowhere.
think that, well, plus he puts so many butts in the seats for them. Like, they're not going to get rid of him.
No
Like,
way.
his numbers went up. Like, people were trying to
If he
cancel
heard
him,
the
his
show
numbers went
and
up.
Gave us a lane. It's
Well, that's the thing. Like, I think that what we do has its own kind of vibe that's not in the same lane as a lot of other things, but certainly in the lane of some
and
other
that
things.
would also give us
But
like an opportunity to branch into like different shows of our own.
absolutely, man.
Yeah.
Imperfect entertainment, man.
Yeah.
Working it out, man.
You
Multiple
never know.
productions.
The congregation could
That's
be
right.
a real thing.
The congregation really could be a real
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah.
Like we can discuss a couple of options for you on that for sure. Because
Yeah.
like, there's some things to consider.
We can make shit happen. We have been. Little bits by little bits, ladies and gentlemen, this is what the fuck we do.
We're about
and
to
we
take
want
over.
you to do the same.
We're taking over.
Goddamn right, worldwide. I got the new fucking Mason and French show jacket
Yo,
available.
the jacket,
Is that shit not
I
fire?
saw that shit. The
Fucking
jacket is on fucking
fuego.
point.
It is-
That jacket is on motherfucking
It's the best
point.
one I've made, and I actually really might buy one for
I
myself.
like that fucking jacket.
You might
That
want to
jacket
drop
is
the link in
nice.
the bio for that too.
Oh, link's already there.
Oh, yeah.
The
All
link's in the bio, folks, for anybody that wants to get the official Mason and Friends Show
I'll
merchandise.
scroll one right across the screen here for you to take a look at
There you
that
go.
dope-ass Mason and French show all
There you
over
go.
jacket that's got like the motorcycle club style on the back with
That
the
joint is
Gonzo
nice.
face.
That joint is nice.
Y'all
yeah.
can be the first ones on the street with that.
That's right. You can rock that mad custom gear.
It's
Looking-
gear for all seasons.
All kinds of fresh. But, you know, with that said, I think
Yeah,
we're going to
yeah,
have
yeah,
to wrap this
yeah.
episode up. We're going to come back to you here in a little bit and
Yes,
discuss
we are.
Top Gun Maverick with Trey and all the other good stuff we got to say. But,
Yeah, we're gonna have some stupid shit too.
oh,
We're
yeah.
gonna, as always.
We've delved off into more intellectualisms
Yeah.
these days, but we will delve back into
I
stupidity.
got some ignorant shit coming. Be on the lookout.
You got some what?
Ignorant shit coming.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta have that ignorance.
Mike's always on the verge of being ignorant.
Yeah, ignorant and too far.
Gotta
Goes in the
always
same
have a
lane.
little balance.
Right. But, yeah, so thanks so much for listening. Keep, what the fuck? Be nice to people that look like you. Be nice to people that don't look like you. Don't be a dick.
Yep, keep moving forward, ladies and gentlemen. Little bits by little bits.
As always, invest in your mental wealth, and also to rest in peace to all those that were shot and killed in Texas. I'm sorry, I didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
But instead of thoughts and
Yeah.
prayers, write to your senators, write to your governors.
Well, yeah, there's a lot that could be discussed there.
And as always,
we're not going to delve into
we're not
that.
going to delve into that.
That's right.
But as always, Lady T would say, protect your energy.
That's right. That's right. Stay positive. Keep grinding on the shit you're trying to get done, because that's how it gets done.
We believe in you.
We love you very much as
Yes,
well.
we do.
We thank you for listening. And
Appreciate you.
Have a great rest of your week.
Love
outta
y'all.
here.
Y'all.
Peace be with you.
Gone.